Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. I am Jason Wynn Hughes. I am a proud alumnus of the Academy of Finance at McDonough 35 Senior High School in the great city of New Orleans. Currently, I have the privilege of chairing the Academy of Engineering Advisory Board at this illustrious institution. My NAF journey began in 1998 as a shy, quiet, introverted student. I honestly had no desire to join my high school's NAF Academy. However, my very persuasive and persistent high school guidance counselor would not have taken no for an answer. I'm really glad she didn't. My NAF Academy experience truly, honestly, has transformed my life in every single facet. Thanks to NAF, this shy, quiet, introverted kid from the upper Ninth Ward of New Orleans will go on to serve as a senior advisor to not only a governor, a United States senator, a mayor, but also 2 university presidents. In 2005, I was honored to receive NAF's coveted Alumni Honoree Award in San Diego, California. But for me, this was not merely an award. That award represented a responsibility, a lifelong responsibility to do all I can to ensure every NAF student, especially those shy, quiet, introverted ones, succeed. NAF truly gave me the key to a world that I would never have discovered on my own. Tonight's alumni honorees demonstrate the power of the work that the entire NAF village pushes forward every day. As a result of the opportunities they had at a NAF Academy, my fellow alumni are leading productive lives, and they are impacting the businesses, communities, networks that they have stepped into with great impact. I have the great pleasure of introducing each of them tonight. Our first honoree entered high school. She was determined to make a success of her life despite language barriers and financial hardships. In addition to working full-time in the real estate and management sector, to graduating from college this year, she is a member of the Academy of Finance Advisory Board at her illustrious alma mater, serving as an inspiration to the current Academy students, and to all of us. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the first alumni honoree tonight, Miss Lucy Gonzalez!
Wow, this is a big crowd. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome you to the NAF conference, and first of all, I want to thank you all for being here today. And I would just want to give you guys a pat in the back because you are our educators. You are the people who made me the person I am today. So can I get a hand of applause, please? I am deeply honored to receive this award and humbled by the opportunity to address you today. Just 2 years ago, I was here at NAF Next as a junior in high school. When I saw the Alumni Award winner that year, Mr. Eric De La Fuente, I thought to myself, if he could make it, then I could make it. Eric's speech left me with a powerful motivation to set higher goals for myself. Like Eric, I came to this country as an immigrant. I was 7 years old when my family immigrated to the United States from Cuba to pursue the American dream. We left our family, our culture, and indeed our home behind so that I could have an opportunity for a better education and a better life. When we first arrived, I was left to fend for myself in one of Miami's roughest neighborhoods. My parents had to work day and night just to get by, making the difficult choice to leave me on my own. At school, my accent made me a prime target for bullies. It took years for me to actually feel back at home. To be able to attend the Academy of Finance, I had to travel 45 minutes each way. I would arrive at school as early as an hour and a half before it opened, and sometimes I would wait until 9 p.m. for my mom to get off from work. I really thought that after 1 year, I would give up, but I soon developed a passion for my business courses, and this newfound interest carried me through the struggles I was experiencing. I knew that the skills I would acquire would help me achieve my goals, and I could not let the financial hardship get in the way. For the very first time, I felt that I could excel in school. At my NAF Academy, I had great mentors who encouraged me when I made mistakes and who celebrated my victories with me. I went on job shadows where I was treated like an adult, made presentations, and learned the soft skills that my non-NAF classmates missed. Without these experiences, I would never have been able to transition from my ordinary high school job at Chipotle to an internship at Rent Florida Realty, a local real estate and property management company in Palm Beach County, where I still work today. As time progressed, I was given more responsibilities, and now I'm a key member of their organization, working constantly in managing the communication between rental property owners and tenants. At just 18 years old, I feel that I have achieved professional success far beyond what would have been possible without NAF. Now that I have graduated, it has become clear to me what a difference NAF has made in my career, and I can confirm with the experiences of my friends from the Academy of Finance who are now working towards their dream careers. On the other hand, I see peers who are not in the academy struggling, working minimum wage jobs, or unemployed without the determination nor the direction to break the cycle. Being in the Academy of Finance gave me a fantastic support group. Because of my teachers and mentors, I have set high goals and expectations for myself in life. As a NAF alumni, I feel it is my responsibility to make sure that the next generation of NAF students have the same opportunities that led me to where I am today. And as a member of the John I. Leonard High School Advisory Board, I have the opportunity to be part of their path to success. I will be graduating in December with my associate's degree from Palm Beach State College, and next year I will begin a master's degree program in international business at Florida International University. I would like to give a special thanks to my mentor, my friend, and my business professor, Mr. Richard Moser. He changed my life, and for that, I will always be grateful. I also want to thank my parents for the huge sacrifice they have made for me. Unfortunately, they're not here today, but I know they're back home wishing me all the best and constantly texting me, "Did you already do your speech? We're proud of you." Lastly, I want to also thank NAF for giving me not only the business acumen I need to succeed professionally, but also the work ethic and passion for learning that will serve me in life. I am very proud to accept this year's Alumni Award, and I know that my story is just one of many examples of this program's profound effect on students. Thank you very much for changing my life. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy. Our second honoree received her Master's of Professional Accounting Business Valuation at Seattle University and now works at the Boeing Company as a customer account manager. She is now a member of the Seattle Academy of Finance Advisory Board. A true role model. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for our next honoree, Miss Jessica Young.
Thank you so much for this award. My name is Jessica, and I graduated in 2006 from the Academy of Finance in Franklin High School in Seattle, Washington. I won't lie to you, NAF Nation. I only wanted to be in the Academy because my cousin told me that the senior trip was to New York. But after taking fundamentals of business, I knew that being in the Academy would mean much more to me than a cool field trip. I collaborated with my classmates to run our school store as a for-profit business, which we took the funds to pay for our New York trip. We also took many other trips to network with other academies and did mock interviews with local companies. As a NAF student, I was held to a higher standard. I had to dress professionally and be ready to tell my story, resume in hand. It was a place where I could engage with professionals regularly and surround myself with driven people who all shared the same goal of graduating ready to succeed. My parents came to America as Vietnam War refugees who never had the opportunity to go to college. They worked hard to provide for me, but because they were not fluent in English, they couldn't prepare me for the professional world. They had told me that education is the key, and I found that key in the Academy of Finance. Through the Academy of Finance, I developed an interest in accounting, which I continue to pursue at the University of Washington on a NAF scholarship. Right from my first class, I knew that the Academy had given me a leg up on my classmates. I went on to earn my master's degree in professional accounting from Seattle University, and I'm currently working on my CPA. Now, Now, as a customer account manager at Boeing, I get the opportunity to serve people worldwide. The most rewarding moment as a NAF alumna is being able to share my story with current students. As a member of the Seattle AOF Advisory Board, I enjoy sharing my experience with current students at the annual career conference and watching them grow into amazing individuals. In preparing them for the mock interviews, I get to see them come back again to interview for scholarships, making adjustments and learning from their experience. I considered myself a number cruncher turned people partner with a passion for empowering others. Currently on the scholarship committee, I am honored to help students pursue their goals and dreams because I know firsthand the impact a scholarship makes while in school. I refuse to accept that a youth's socioeconomic status can determine their access to education and resources. By committing to stay involved with Seattle Public Schools situated in low-income, underserved neighborhoods, I invest in students' potential for academic achievement and futures as successful people. I want to urge both current NAF students and alumni to get involved. Connect to your academy and the larger network. NAF is a nationwide movement to prepare students for college and careers, and you are the success stories. I am accepting this award with great thanks to my family, Joanne Patrick, Jim Nicholson, and the Seattle Academy Foundation, without whom I would not be here today. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight our final honoree graduated 27 years ago from the Academy of Finance at John Dewey High School in New York. While attending SUNY Purchase College, Alicia worked at Shearson Lehman Brothers. She relocated to Maryland to work for ING. Today, she's not only a certified financial advisor with far too many initials behind her name to read. After serving on an AOF advisory board in her new community, she was asked in 2012 to be chair of the Academy of Finance Advisory Board for Howard County Public Schools. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to welcome Miss Alicia Cole.
Did he really say 27 years ago? He said it out loud in front of this big audience. I thank you. I'm delighted to accept this award today on behalf of Academy of Finance, NAF. I am happy to be here at NAF Next 2014 to see everything that's gone on at this conference, to see the passion that you have is beautiful. I am a 1987 graduate of the very first NAF Academy, John Dewey High School, Brooklyn, New York. Now, I don't remember many things. I don't remember what I had for dinner. But I do remember the first moment that the teacher came into my classroom to talk about the Academy of Finance and the opportunity for me to join. And I looked at her and I thought about, oh, Wall Street, internship, this is for me. I couldn't convince any of my friends to join, but I loved it. Every Wednesday was our dress-up day for the Academy. And this, you gotta understand, it was the height of grunge. and I worked it well. But on Wednesdays, we dressed up. We stood out at the school. And we stood out in other ways in what we learned for the NAF Academy through the Academy of Finance. My junior year, I got an internship at Shearson Lehman Brothers. My job was, this was before computers. I know, 27 years ago. This was before computers, and we had to go through accounts in paper, stacked this high, waiting for you on your desk. You went to lunch, you come back, stacked this high. You went through it every day. I want you to know I hated that job. My friends were at the beach, and I was stuck in an office with rows and rows of old men. But there's a lot to learn from a horrible job: resilience. I didn't want to get up every day, but I did. I didn't want to dress professionally, but I did. And I went and I did the work. You learn to connect with people where you can and feel comfortable in a male-dominated society. There at the job, there were 2 women that worked in there, rows and rows of people, and there were 2 women. One of them, I befriended a woman in the mailroom, and I would go and have lunch with her. On my bathroom breaks, I would go and chat with her, connected. Later, a couple of years later, I went on an interview, and she was the receiving receptionist at the interview. I felt so good to see a friend. You know, you're nervous to go into a job. You see someone you know, I'm excited. And as soon as the interviewer came out, she said, "This is the person to hire. She's going to be the next executive at your company." That's what NAF got me. That's what it's about, NAF, focusing on relationship and learning to be college and career ready. I could have hated the job. I could have showed it, but I didn't. I found the positive. I graduated from SUNY Purchase College with a degree in history. I'm now a financial advisor at ING in Baltimore, Maryland. I work with and manage accounts with Howard University, Anne Arundel County Public School, and Baltimore City Public Schools. 2 years ago, I took my 12-year-old daughter, Deanna, to a financial literacy fair. I told her it was a fair. I didn't say financial literacy fair. I told her it was a fair. Exactly. So we stumbled upon this booth that sounded something like the program 27 years ago. That sounded familiar, and she said, "It's the same program." And I said, no, this was in Brooklyn. She said, "No, it's the same program." And after I accepted it was the same program, I was amazed to see what NAF had grown to. I'd attended the benefit fair in New York, the NAF benefit fair in New York. I was shocked. I was pleased. For a woman who don't cry, I wanted to cry. I was in a room full of people, and I was blown away. Tons of corporate citizens embraced my program. I opened the brochure, and besides American Express that was there 27 years ago, and Citigroup and Marriott, which around in my day, I saw my company, ING, donating to NAF. I was beside myself. Today, I want to thank all the teachers and the educator for teaching students like me. You change lives. You give the tools that affect our future. I want to thank all the advisory board members that bring your time, your talent, and your knowledge to students like me. To NAF, board, and corporate sponsors, thank you for impacting my life. I do not know what to say, how more to say it. You affect change in my work career. The things I learned when I was 17 and 18, I use today. That's powerful. To think about all the other students and family from whom you made a difference, it's too much for me to grasp. All these states, nations, country. I was looking at the numbers and I was like, oh, add it in. I was like, that's too much. So I leave you with thank you. Keep up the hard work of transforming lives. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join me once again in congratulating Lucy, Jessica, and Alicia. And ladies, I want you to know, you are indeed our shining stars, representing thousands of alumni everywhere who can't wait to come back and impact our next generation. Good night.